Yes, my beautiful souls. So, question this week with our weekly blind spot card. Have you been carrying a weight? Have you been having dreams, right, of exes, past enemies, past dreaming of individuals who you've had conflict with in the past? Um, Are you seeing signs? Are you having memory? Are you remembering? You know, when you're daydreaming, are these random, what you will call random, which is actually synchronicity, are you finding your mind go back to times in your life where you have been hurt, where you've been conflicted, where you suffered, where you felt entrapped, where you felt wounded, where you suffered some form of trauma, right? Is there some sort of loop going on in your mind, or have you seen that a lot of these factors are flushing to the surface, drawing for your attention? It's no, it shouldn't be a surprise. We are in Scorpio season. So you know Scorpio, they say still waters runs deep. Scorpio allows you to maneuver within the shadows of yourself in order to release ones from that shadow and also to release some gifts. Also, my beautiful souls, to tap back into that most authentic aspect of ourself, which hasn't been covered over, which is the shadow, by pain. So it's almost like you are black sun, you are burning, you are shining, right? But there's all these factors and experiences, these life situations that you've encountered from youth to adulthood. You've has now become cloud, has become mist, has been darkened over a period of time. So in the sense, you don't realize you are a sun. That's the essence of the black sun. It's like a hidden sun. But when you acknowledge this, my beautiful souls, that's when the transformation happens. So with this card here, this blind spot this week, we're looking at the word upset, right? So upset is just saying that we acknowledge the pain, right? We acknowledge us feeling as victims, right? Or going through a time in our life where we were victims. But what we're saying is that we are at a point now to separate from the past, to stop the past from becoming our present by sitting in that energy or allowing the past to change us and form us into a certain character which is very defensive. Now we're seeing enemies everywhere. We're too cautious, we're overthinking, right? We're over questioning scenarios. We're not embracing opportunities to develop ourselves or to bridge the gap between us and others. So, or we're staying in this controlled, protected, hurt energy, right? We're combative, we're argumentative, we're refusing to heal rifts, right? So, regardless of what it is or how it manifests for you as an individual, what it's saying is that there is a divide, right, between whom you are and what you are, the image you pull on, and the love or the abundance or the opportunities that you're trying to connect with. And it's all stemming from this upsetness. So if we're with the planets retrograding, I think we've got Mercury retrograding back into Scorpio, and then we're going, that should create a opposition to Uranus and Taurus, right? So this aspect of self-worth, Taurus, how we make our money, the gifts that we have, and the aspects of Scorpio, which is the depths, what's hidden, secrets, even secrets being revealed, the occult, sexuality, right? These axles within ourself is going to be highlighted, my beautiful souls. So maybe you felt like whatever's happened in the past, you was never able to be strong, you weren't able to speak up, you weren't able to defend your rights or what you believed or go for what you want for whatever reason, right? What spirits is saying is like there's a time to let that limited mindset go, and know that from you got life and you're in the present, you create your future. So if your future is created by a sense of mind frame and archetype, then you've got to be very careful with what we accept, my beautiful souls. So this is the disconnecting of the pain so that we can transcend the pain, and the pain now just becomes fuel to empower us on our journey, and it also becomes wisdom because we learn from our past experiences, my beautiful souls. So that is the energy of the upset. There is a time of letting go. We are diving back into the shadow aspects of ourselves, to see if there's anything that's been left undealt with, which could be preventing us from moving forward at this current time. So again, this could manifest in your past revisiting you in a number of different ways, whether that is through dreams, through people coming turning back up in your life, right? But remember what the essence is. It's not to attack or to seek justice or to persecute. It's to understand the growth and the development, and the opportunity to detach from what you aren't anymore. That's the message, my beautiful souls, of releasing this upsetness. Upset is different to anger. Anger is the result of how we choose to deal with this concept of being upset. And again, anger is not necessarily wrong. It's the aggressive part that comes with the anger. Anger is letting you know that something is wrong and it needs to be dealt with, but we don't have to act like hotheads or a werewolf under a full moon when it comes to our emotions. Kaboom, my beautiful souls.